Hello there guys, it's me, Mr. Potato Dad. And today I'm going to review the first two issues of the new Marvel comic, Gwenpool Strikes Back. See these? Yeah, these. I don't know why I thought they might be good. They're good. So, I had high hopes for this series because I really liked the original series. I really liked the Unbelievable Gwenpool. Then we got this page, where Gwen dabs, flosses, and does some Fortnite dance thing that I don't recognize, but I know is a Fortnite dance. So, let's get into this garbage fire, shall we? They're not funny, they're just a bit boring and random. Haha, a toilet joke. Haha, her pants fell down. Haha, flossing and dabbing and Fortnite dancing all on the same page? Haha, another stupid and incredibly forgettable joke that I don't care about? Haha, such wow fun. I had to reread the first issue a whole lot to write this review because I genuinely couldn't remember the plot. It's just so confusing and uninteresting. But that's really a shame because one-handed, well, the Unbelievable Gwenpool is a very good and interesting character. But this isn't the Unbelievable Gwenpool. This is Gwenpool Strikes Back. When the Unbelievable Gwenpool had Christopher Hastings and Fury Hero, Gwenpool Strikes Back has Williams, Ballion, and Bertov. Because I hate these people so much, I'm not even going to refer to them by their first names. There's one person. Okay. That way I don't have to blame each of them individually for everything this comic got wrong and ruined. When the Unbelievable Gwenpool doesn't read Deadpool because, and I quote, he's a bit too lol means for me. That is an actual quote from Gwenpool on why she doesn't read Deadpool. I'm pretty sure it's like somewhere in volume, I think 2 or 3. Seriously, look around, you'll find it. Gwenpool Strikes Back dabs, flosses, and does some Fortnite dance that I don't recognize, all on the same page. I'm still really mad about that. Fact is, this isn't our Gwenpool. Our Gwenpool got her finale last year. This is nothing but a soulless, lol, I'm so funny and random XD clone. The two personalities don't match, and I honestly wouldn't even be surprised to find out that Williams, Baldion, and Bertov never actually read The Unbelievable Gwenpool by Christopher Hastings, because it's just so inaccurate. This comic is so boring. The most interesting thing in it was the M&M's ad in the front. It's actually quite interesting. See, that they ate. They are cannibals. Yeah. You can't change my mind. Anyway, but I've barely even started. Sad part is, could have been so great. The intro with Gwen realizing she has her own story again and is a good way to start a Gwenpool story. And going into it, I was quite hopeful. For a minute. But then, we got this. And I haven't even touched upon the story yet. I also can't even tell what's happening in this story. But after rereading it way too many times, here's the story I found. Gwen is robbing a bank. I don't know why, she just kind of is. And then Spider-Man comes, to save the day or whatever, and she wants him to kiss her or something because she thinks it'll give her superpowers. I don't even know. And then Bankman is very happy that she robbed the bank for some reason. It's never actually explained. He's just sort of happy about it. Then she unmasked Spidey for one panel when the cover made it look like it was actually going to be a big deal. Well, guess what? Nothing that happens in this comic is allowed to be a big deal because, let's face it, if the entire Marvel Universe knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man because of a poorly written Gwenpool miniseries by Williams, Baldion, and Bertov, come on, like they're ever gonna let that happen. This comic just filled itself with so many stupid jokes and things that don't even make sense, things that are just so out of character for Gwenpool. The only possible redemption it could have would be if... You know what? No, it can't be redeemed. Marvel should be done with Gwenpool. But of course, they want money. So they got Williams, Baldiana, Bertov to write a story that Williams, Baldiana, Bertov is not capable of writing. No offense, Williams, Baldiana, Bertov. You can't write a Gwenpool story. It is not within your power, and any Gwenpool story you touch turns to poorly written, confusing fanfiction. But like official fanfiction. Part 2. I don't know why I said part 2. Like in the script that I have, it says part 2. But like there's no transition. Anyway. Despite all that, despite everything negative I have to say about the first issue, I believe that issue 2 of the series could be good. So I bought it. I bought the second issue. I don't know why I thought it was capable of being a good comic, but whatever my reasoning was, I was wrong. Believe it or not, it was even worse. It starts with a 9-panel grid, but it's even worse. I don't like 9-panel grids, but yeah, this is the way worse version. It's way worse because the panel directly in the middle, as you can see, it's lopsided because Gwen grabbed the panel and kissed it. I don't know exactly how that would work as there's no camera, so she shouldn't know where to go. It shouldn't work. And it doesn't work. It just makes me kind of uncomfortable. Also, her eyes look creepy. Seriously, look at these eyes. They creep me out. These eyes creep me out. And then she also sticks her butt in the camera, but all blurry. I don't know. And I don't like it. Most of the things that happen in this issue are also just kind of boring, but it kind of inspired me, though. You know what's inspired me to do? It's inspired me to work for Marvel and write a good Gwenpool story. I'm gonna say, right now, I, a 12-year-old kid, almost 13, October 18th, don't take my account down, Google, with no experience writing comics and actually publishing them, can probably write a better Gwenpool story than Williams, Baldiana, Bertov. Okay, I'm done yelling now. They don't understand how to write a Gwenpool story. They don't understand how to do any kind of self-aware characters. In my opinion, the most important part of having a self-aware character is that they have to have a good special connection to you, the player, the reader, the watcher, the person who is reading in the real world, who's reading the book they're in, playing the game they're in, watching the film they're in, etc. This is shown by both Monica in Doki Doki Literature Club and Flowey in Undertale. They both have this special connection to you, the player, which is really good. You know, it's a really good and interesting take on a self-aware character, and they both do this in different and interesting ways. Monica falls in love with the player and kills all the other girls to be with her. That's an interesting take on a self-aware character and their connection to you, the player/reader/watcher. Flowey enjoys watching the player and seeing what they're doing next because he is bored and depressed. That is also an interesting take on a self-aware character and their connection to you, the player/reader/watcher. And the Unbelievable Gwenpool does this too. Gwen was doing all sorts of things when she realized that, yeah, she has her own series. She was doing all sorts of things to keep her comic and make sure it doesn't get cancelled. That also happens to be an interesting take on a self-aware character and their connection to you, the player/reader/watcher. Now, not all self-aware characters have this cool connection to the player/reader/watcher, and I personally don't like those ones quite as much. But you know what's the worst? When a writer tries to give their self-aware character a special connection to the player/reader/watcher, but they fail horribly because they are not a good writer. So instead of actually doing something interesting with the character, they make them dab, floss, and do some Fortnite dance I hate all on the same page, which is so heckin' out of character for her. And then in the next issue, they make her kiss the panel and also stick her butt in the panel, which is also very out of character for her. Yeah, that really sucks, doesn't it? It's exactly what happened with Gwenpool Strikes Back, and I hate it. But, despite everyone's horribleness, despite everything, it's inspired me to get better at writing, get a job at Marvel when I'm older, and write a full Gwenpool series, not a mini-series, like a full-fledged series, at least 20 issues, I think, that actually respects the characters. And, you know, retcon the Gwenpool Strikes Back mini-series in some way. I don't know, make some kind of joke about it. I guarantee you, a Gwenpool story I write would be way better than Williams Baldiana Bertov's trash. But with that, I think I've said enough. With that, I think I'm done. Sad part is, in this series, Gwen tries to secure herself in the Marvel Universe, so that she's sort of considered a staying character. But this really does the opposite. This proves that writers who are not Christopher Hastings really can't handle a Gwenpool. Williams Baldiana Bertov can't handle a Gwenpool. The only thing that could truly rename this series would be to replace Williams Baldiana Bertov with Christopher Hastings and Guru Hero. That's the only way to redeem this series. But that won't happen. We know they're done with it. Bye.